Tools where math is made easy. In our session today, this is part 2 on converting our decimal number in the hundreds position into a percentage. So if you're ready, let's get started. To convert our decimal number in the hundreds position into a percentage, remember that our percentages are always out of 100. That means that this decimal number is going to be multiplied to 100%. So we're going to set up our multiplication and begin multiplying. Now remember that with multiplication, it doesn't matter which number you choose to put to the top or to the bottom. As long as you multiply your numbers correctly, we should both get the exact same answer. So 3 times 0 is going to be 0. 3 times 0 will be 0. 3 times 1 is 3. We're going to add in a 0 and begin multiplying by our second digit, which is 0. And we know that everything multiplied to 0 is going to be 0. So I'm just going to include 3 zeros for my 3 digits. And now before I begin multiplying by my 5, I will add in my 2 zeros and now begin multiplying. So 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, and 5 times 1 is 5. Let's sum our digits together. 0 plus zeros will be 0. 3 plus zeros will be 3. 3 plus 0, 0 plus zeros will be 0. And we're going to bring down our 5. And because we are working with decimal numbers, we are going to go back and count how many digits are behind our decimal point. So in my 100, I have 0 digits behind the decimal point. In 5 and 300s, I have 2 digits behind the decimal point. So in total, we should have 2 digits behind our decimal point. So we'll count 1, 2, add in our decimal point, and my percentage will be 503%. So our decimal number 5 and 300 as a percentage is 503%. Let's try another example. Feel free at this point to pause the video, convert your decimal number into a percentage, and then when you're ready, unpause the video and work along with me. We are going to begin by remembering that our 1 and 75/100ths will be multiplied to 100%. We're going to set up our multiplication. 5 times 0 will be 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. We'll add in our 0 and begin multiplying by our 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 1 is 7. We're going to add in 2 zeros and now begin multiplying by our 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 1 is 1. Let's sum our digits together. 0 plus zeros will be 0. 5 plus zeros will be 5. 7 plus 0 is 7. And we're going to bring down our 1. So remember to count how many digits behind your decimal point. In 100, there is 0. In 1 and 75/100ths, we have 2 digits behind the decimal point. So in our answer, we should have 2 digits behind the decimal point. So we'll count 1, 2, add in our decimal point, and my 1 and 75/100ths as a percentage is 175%. Okay, so there you have it. We just converted our decimal number in the hundredths position into a percentage. And remember that this is only one of the many methods that you can use. There are more methods that you can use to change your decimal number into percentage. Okay, so this is Jules Math Tools. And remember to return when you're ready to learn a new skill.